Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
I think that Aatrox can be very oppressive when it does come to the team fights in the fact that he builds a whole bunch of damage and doesn't die. And as you mentioned, it's big comfort for the side of Kingen. It is a big threat in terms of...
Is Beryl. Might have something happening here, though. Kingen has TP available. Don't forget, Perfect has Ignite.
Oh, this is late. It's okay. It's going to be Orianna that does come in. The teleport is being utilized. KT got to get out of here as the Aatrox is coming in from behind. As a three-man knockout comes in from Beryl. That's from Lucid. That is the engage you were looking for, Chronicler, as everybody is going to get away on low health, though they only do get the
Drake goes down to 59. It's actually the Orianna BDD that ends up picking it up. And then Beryl ends up going very low. Here you think it's done, and we don't get to see.
Showmaker's dead, just straight up. Looks like no flash. Used it in the earlier play.
Some of these members. It looks like they don't want to contest, instead opting to go for some aggressive wave shoving. But the timing on this, not that great. Immediate counter herald comes through, and I don't think Kingen is really threatening to stop side turret.
Okay, Def says, I'm going to take it into my own hands. I am now the engaged with Flash, Chains of Corruption.
Hey.
Which Showmaker does flash away.
Someone has to start a fight.
Yeah, as now Shockwave coming in, Aiming's in a lot of trouble. He's just out of the fight immediately. The Lucian doesn't do anything with this low of range, as now Kingen gets in from behind, but he's just kicked away from Def. Although Def will go down and Kingen survives after all of that. And now Showmaker making his way back into this play. Keep in mind, KT, they got the Infernal Drake as well. So pretty okay with this one, although Deft is definitely biting the bullet.
Big that they get the kill on Deft, because otherwise I don't think he would have actually been able to stay alive.
Can they kill him here? I mean, Beryl tanking up quite a bit as he will go down. It does feed the kill over to Perfect, who is immensely down a couple of Drakes. And it does feel like KTR controlling the flow of this game, but the gold is relatively similar, especially if you get the majority of those calling hits into a rumble, let's say, in this case. You're going to be feeling pretty...
And it kind of working. Yeah, well, for Deft, not necessarily. The engage.
Yeah, nice equalizer. That's a hook onto the Poppy, and the chains in the backline as well. It's going to hit the Poppy again, and the kick comes in as Deft very nicely set up there alongside a Beryl, as now that hook is going to be pretty interesting, but Kingen trying to run away from this one. Not sure he's going to be able to. The rest of the team just abandoning ship and will leave their Aatrox out in the ocean.
A lot of power available in Showmaker and Aiming. Lucid also on his way, and he is zooming Valdez.
He's so fast. I'm not sure it's going to matter, though. Showmaker could get a nice amount of burst damage in here as the Tidal Wave comes in as well, but the Smite is going to be, of course, better than the Mantra Q as a lot of damage comes in from the side of Aiming, but Beryl just flashes the wall and a Mega Cone to save everybody.
That could have been salvageable, but Kingen flashes in, doesn't actually kill Pioshik, then gets ulted away by BDD, meaning that he goes down. More defensive summons have to be invested by DK.
By the way, Pioshik rather, he did go down to Aiming, it looks like, as Jonas Strong was trying to show us that in live while we were watching the replay. Now BDD is trying to, no, I think it was, I guess it was the two of them together. Well, now Showmaker goes down.
KT's still going to come out ahead on this one, obviously, with the Red Bull Baron power play. Not amazing, because Pioshik getting an inner as well. So still going to not feel too bad for KT. Also should put him in a great position already on this half of the map.
You can see on that, he does not have it for the moment. There's a bit of a 5v5 brewing here. Some nice Mantra Q action. A big Poppy ultimate to get the jungler away. And now Beryl is just biting the bullet for this one. He's going to go down. As that slow from the Tidal Wave was pretty huge. And DK, they staked their claim on a second chemtech Drake here, stacking their own set of Drake into TP into this fight. As now the helicopter being charged up by the side of Lucid. He's just going to hold on to it as this one is being leased. The engage just come down onto the Poppy, and they have so much damage, but he just runs it off and sprints away from them. As the TP did come in from Kingen, he's going to try to set this one up, but Beryl is going to be able to get away as Lucid. He dies to the Baron. How did he manage that? And now KT Rolster, yes, very low on health, but 5v4 in their favor. After the against the Poppy. They're going to get some vision here, but this one might be a bit late as Lucid is going to knock away Beryl, and he's going to get into this pit. They get so low, they can just keep this one lead. It's just a smite fight, and it goes to Pioshik. Went down to like 1198, and the damage is coming in now. BDD is so low, but he just flashes away from this one as aiming. Desperate to get some damage into Perfect. Will get it down, but there's already 2 members of DK that are in the grave as aiming. Also pretty low depth, and Pioshik alone gotta try to win this one, but Kingen is full health on the lethality. Aatrox just running at them and should be able to take out Pioshik as he kind of messes that one up.
Mega Cone!
Mega Cone. We do have BDD who tried to TP into this one. And Deft is, I think they know where he is. Yeah, Mega Cone comes in. He's trying to do some damage to kill it. They take out the Navi. He wants aiming as well, and the kill. Oh! He is saved, just barely.
The chains onto Deft, who then still has the field flash. It's a work of art. From DK now. KT actually gonna out-rotate them, get the mid lane turret here. So the health bars are too low. That I guess they don't want to risk the contest. They lost some of their engagement.
The timing was great.
Took a lot of damage, but now the GA cooldown is down. Pioshik does mean he can go for some really aggressive plays.
Here it is once again. They're just going for that front target. Lucid is going to knock him away, but he's just dead. The amount of damage that they have right now, KT, is just insane. And even Lucid, you mentioned he was behind on levels. He's just falling apart like a piece of paper, is now Perfect in a bit of trouble.
True 6 item. And so there's Trailblazer, there's Slay.
Uh-oh. Pioshik trying to be the clutch master again. He's going to get the kick on aiming. He nearly dies for it, and aiming gets away. And now Kingen with the angle, but he's alone once again and is just taking massive damage, but he heals so much against Barrel. Is not going to survive, though, as BDD just going to chunk him down.
Karma.
Yeah.
Does have a lot of backline threat damage.
A lot of flanking, but now Kingen, he's here without TP. He's going to get the inhibitor, and this might be a trade nexus for chemtech Soul kind of situation, although BDD is going to go back. As we will have to look at this 1v1. BDD looks totally fine. It's going to clear the wave, and that issue is solved. Pioshik getting so low, but down goes Lucid again as the equalizer comes through, and the smite goes down to the side of Pioshik. Showmaker going into stasis, but he's all alone in the pit, and he will be taken out. KT Rolster will take this one down. They get the chemtech Soul, pushing into 0 compared to 2 and 1.
Yeah, Lucid and Kellen are almost back though, and KT didn't actually get the opportunity to end. I think also because they were kind of looking at, is someone on DK?
Large on this Baron who's got a massive health bar. Equalizer comes down, and yeah, Perfect just going to help out with that one. And that is Baron given over to DK. Smited at about.
Be a lot of heavy lifting being done here.
Even Showmaker's not on full build.
Yeah, exactly.
And we just had, and he will hold on to his flash. Meanwhile, scrambling around the base right now is KT trying to stop Kingen from getting this one as Shockwave comes in, and Kingen might have overstepped here, but this inhibitor goes down. Kingen almost nearly gone, but the base might be gone as well. DK trying to end this one, or at least threaten it. They're going to take down a Nexus turret, but also another inhibitor turret does go down. Showmaker doing work in mid lane, as the bottom inhibitor did go
too hard, because then they can double TP towards the bot wave.
There's not a lot of vision here for KT. As Kingen gets in, and Pioshik is going to dodge that one. It's going to come down to a flip. Is this Challenger's Chronicler? As they will come down to the flip, and it goes to Aatrox. Kingen picks up the Elder Drake, and that should be game. As Pioshik and Deft on the run, but they're being Aatrox from a distance. And Deft, he's not long for this world. There's the execution, and Pioshik just on the run. He's going to be very sad he wasn't able to hit that smite, and maybe we're not going to break the record, as DK will push the bottom lane.
Betraying his old teammates, slamming them down, gets the Elder somehow, and DK is going to take game number 1.
And Lucid is emoting into them after being caught out multiple times. Doesn't matter. He did the one important thing, which is trying to help smite the Elder, I suppose, along with Kingen. That's going to be game number 1.